Note to self. All the recordings I've been making are not normal. So Sam.
I think I have recorded my foot.
Well, what are the recordings of?
You've been here for almost 3 weeks in Georgia.
Me.
You. What? I want 2 answers from you. What has been your... What has been your experience so far?
Well, this is weird holding it though.
That's not your guest.
So we can hear you.
No one just talks in a video recorder
I do
on
over
a
1,000
Saturday
times.
night. Well, first of all, what are your recordings of?
Good question.
Is it like, hi, I gotta go to work today?
No. They're more like ideas that I have or messages that I want to say, like remember. The tough part is I have no way to go back and like look at all of them because they're not transcribed. So it's ideas that I have, things I want to remember, important idea, you know. Instead of writing it down, talking is much quicker.
Okay. Day 1. It's been very hot and sweaty. Day 2, same activities. I've been it's so weird. I've been learning to love kitties. They don't love me back.
I know.
Same affection with Carmel.
So you had expectations before you came down here. How have they been met or dashed?
I've been very open-minded with experience. Nothing has been disappointing yet. Except no one really farts around here.
Snorts. Snorting.
That's a good point. We're probably too formal.
No, you fart quite a bit. It's mainly at night, though, once you fall asleep and the fan's on, so that makes it somewhat okay.
Oh,
Then it just blows his face.
You know who else? You're not the only one who's heard farting at night after sleeping.
I'm sure. I'm not. Yeah, I'm sure.
Have you ever heard the kitty fart?
Nope.
Mowgli, but it scared her. She didn't know what it was.
So what are you looking forward to for the rest of your duration here?
I am looking forward to finding things to do. So new activities each day, or try to do at least a couple during the week. And hopefully see my plants grow a lot. And hopefully to get the kitties to cuddle with me more. And to volunteer. And finish my books. Next question.
What do you hope to return to Wisconsin with in terms of revelations, life experiences, new outlooks?
I think that I can go back to Wisconsin and try a lot of experiences that I'm doing here, and I can do them back at home too, like work at a horse stable or something, or volunteering there. So back at home, I don't feel like I really felt the need to volunteer at all for some reason, but like here, I feel like it's more of an opportunity for me to do. So I can try doing that.
Okay. one last question. What advice would you give to the 13-year-old Samantha Walters?
8th grade. Probably 13. Probably to just do whatever I wanted to do.
Instead of following other people?
Yep.
You feel like you're doing that now?
Following other people?
No, not following other people?
Yeah. Making my own decisions and just being comfortable with the decisions I make. And just trusting myself.
Yeah. Final question.
No, you said that was the final question.
I make the rules.
Oh.
What message would you give to
My 19 self?
29-year-old Samantha Walters? To make sure that your older self remembers something.
Oh. I don't know, I'm not there yet. Take it day by day.
Wisdom.
Now, Q&A for you.
All right.
And Melissa. If it was life or death, you had to sacrifice a kitty, which one would it be?
Oh, I know which one.
I hold it.
Okay.
I hold it. You answer this too quickly. I don't trust you anymore.
He said, I know.
I got it.
Why don't you go first then, since you don't know, and I already am confident in my answer.
A kitty outside. A stray.
No, it's me one of your kitties.
That's fine.
I said your kitty is.
No, you said which kitty? You never said yours.
You could never kill Shiny.
I didn't say shiny.
She's going for the abused one who had nothing to live for.
Going for one of that, not mine.
It has to be the indoor kitties.
Jeez, you have to get specified. What is she doing?
She's ready to. I don't know. Ty, answer. Stop walking away.
Melissa didn't answer, so
I
she has to go
answered
first.
before she specified the question, so I grandfathered in.
Now, after she specified, there's no grandfathering. What's your choice?
No, I was already grandfathered in. There's no grandfathering after, which means you, not me. I win. You clearly already had an answer.
When it comes to
Clearly
longevity,
sweating
if
over
we
the
have to
question.
sacrifice them now, considering they're going to live at least 15 years longer, what we want to do is predict which cat will be the most enjoyable over a long period. Right now, psychologically, I think Chica is going to be the most messed up in her old age. Mowgli is more relaxed, more cool, more nonchalant. Chica's kind of neurotic, like Carmel, and I'm only thinking those symptoms will get exacerbated and more pronounced with old age, so Chica goes.
He thinks that because Chica's my cat and doesn't snuggle with him like she snuggles with me. He identifies with himself. So that's why you're killing
So what's your rationale?
my cat.
I gave a rationale. What's yours? Because you didn't choose any of
The
them.
rationale that
Are
I
you gonna
have
kill
is
Mowgli?
there's a cat outside who doesn't have the health already that these two already do, and no one taking care of them. Therefore, if they pass, it's not going to be as big of a deal as killing one of my own kids. And because I was grandfathered in, I still get that answer. You're killing my cat.
Look at how weird Chica is. She's laying under the.
Chica, what do you have to say after that very sad outcome of your father?
How consistent that they can hide or feel secluded and comforted, and they live longer too.
She thought she was gonna die.
See? She's all paranoid like Carl.
Yeah, because you just said you're gonna kill her. She heard you.
Watch your back, Chica. Ty is out to get you.
Although Mowgli would eat more food across the deck.
She become obese and diabetic.
Chica moves. She's active at least. Mowgli lays around and is kind of the cat where unless the toy comes to her, she's...
Good dog for days with the cats.
Chica does play fetch. And Mowgli, so she's smarter, but...
And Mowgli lays down really well.
Mowgli's better for petting because of the fluffy hair.
Because she doesn't move.
Her hair's not longer because she doesn't move.
No, she's nicer to pet because she's slow.
Oh.
She doesn't get up to move very fast.
Yeah.
Next question. Since Ty made me answer difficult questions, now you both have to give me advice for when I leave. Nah.
First last time.
We'll specify a question. Are you talking about
Advice for when I leave? Any type of advice?
No.
I mean, good advice.
School, work.
And like, are you saying this is advice that I'm giving
I
you?
didn't re-question your questions.
Advice for when you leave.
Advice that your 28, 29-year-old self would tell you.
Don't make me 29 yet.
28-year-old self would tell you.
Wait, tell me or you?
Tell you to tell me.
What? I'm
What
telling
advice
myself
you have for her.
when you leave, for in the context of you leaving here.
Yes.
To reiterate what you said, try
Advice.
to take the mentality you have here of outreach, trying new things, exploring, and take that back with you to whatever setting you return to, because whenever we live in a place for a long time, we develop a sense of complacency. We think we know it all and there's nothing new to see and do. But indeed there is, so I would reinforce what you said to yourself.
Would you like to hold it?
You can hold it. You're the official microphone holder. I would say trust yourself in the context that things aren't always going to feel good at the right time or at the same time. It may not feel good all the time, but trust yourself to the point where if you know something's wrong, change it. If you know something is worth fighting for, fight for it. And live with as few regrets as possible, because they're a bitch and they last a long time and they can eat at you. So live with as few as possible and forgive yourself for the ones that you already have.
Namaste.
Gasho.
Prego.
What does that mean?
You're welcome. I don't know. I don't know what namaste is in Italian.
Shalom.
Oh my god, it's prego.
Italiano.
Prego.
By the way, Sam's drunk.
They both had one glass of wine. And I don't think you guys drink any beer tonight, though.
By the way, thanks to the Walters family for bringing down 24.
Stop. It's not that kind of night.
She wasn't asking me that question.
Namaste.
She didn't ask for thank yous.
No.
Sign offs. So, if this is going to be a digital file that is potentially infinitely preservable. It's like a time capsule. It can never get destroyed. Imagine you're your 50-year-old self listening to this. If you could talk to your 50-year-old self right now, imagine yourself with gray hair, your teeth are kind of falling out.
We're 50, not 100.
Well,
Look, mom and dad are 50.
I'm sure they have dental problems.
I'm bored.
Not falling
I'm
out.
not decrepit in the
You're
stone
50.
age.
You're losing your hair. You've had 3 kids. You're kind of overweight. You probably have high blood pressure, and you're listening to your young.
Depressing as shit.
It's reality.
Not becomes reality.
Talk to yourself right now and say something.
My 50-year-old self? Oh, God.
You're younger than
Get the image in your mind of Sam with
Your
gray hair.
50-year-old self
You're
is still
knitting
younger
a
than
sweater for your kid that has a computer chip in his arm.
1, at 50, I won't have kids. I'll be...
And your 50-year-old self is like, I'm 7.
You're gonna be the crazy cat lady.
I will have dogs as my babies. No cats.
Plenty of kittens that we send you for Christmas.
No. I will have my dogs. And I will be working on a tea farm.
True.
And...
If you're 50, I'm
hopefully my body doesn't hurt as bad as everyone says it does, because Melissa complains about her body already.
It hurts. Hangovers.
And
I do. It's right there.
hopefully I've been to most of the world by now.
There's over 200 countries.
Well, at least like to each side of it.
Side of the globe. I want to be each side of the circle. That's like everywhere.
I want to be to Europe to specify
It's like every pinpoint on a globe.
Europe, Asia, Middle East, Africa, Australia. So all the 7 continents, hopefully. Maybe not Antarctica.
What?
Canada.
Australia, New Zealand,
Yes.
Thailand, Singapore,
And
Venezuela, Brazil, Guatemala, Vietnam, East Island.
hopefully I'm retired.
From
My
working in the tea field that you just said you were
Oh, yeah.
I'm not hiring you.
She's trying to retire before she gets started.
Hopefully I'll be retired but still working at the tea farm as a side job.
I was going to say as a servant.
And hopefully my teeth aren't falling out yet.
See, she plays.
Hopefully we aren't using any more plastic but at this point in our lives.
Did you know plastic bags are illegal in Seattle?
In Hawaii.
That's amazing.
Or they're trying to do it in Hawaii.
They were trying to do it here. They got
So-
laughed off the ballot.
Is it the all plastic bag packaging too? Or just like
Not
grocery
packaging,
store?
Grocery bag.
Well, that's a start. Now, what'd you say to your 50-year-old self?
Sit down, old man. Get ready for this. First of all, I'm sure I look like Harrison Ford. And
Are you kidding me right now?
I'm looking it up.
Oh, good lord.
There's like the 7th one to pop up.
I want to understand this. If I'm 50, that means 30.
What, 20?
It's 2037.
22 years from now.
2037. That's the year because I was 87 is 13 plus.
22 years from now.
37 is 50. 2037 is 2015. That's not that far away.
No, it's not.
That's really depressing. If you're still alive, you should be depressed because of how old you are.
You're only 50.
What if you're on the brink at that point? You listen to this, you're like, you just then commit suicide.
Like I'm on my deathbed and you're like, remember the recording we made? Here it is.
If you're still alive, you'll be listening to it on the chip that's been implanted in your brain. You're contemplating that thought now, aren't you? See?
If I'm alive in 2037, maybe my life expectancy is 50 more years, which would be 2087.
He's in a lot of movies.
Mm-hmm.
I would say
Ribbon? I think you made a red ribbon.
I hope you accepted your own mortality by this point.
Yeah, I think it was him.
And
Got kicked out.
you're still working to leave the greatest amount of beneficial effect towards the future. Working on systems that will last hundreds of years. And if you still have something good to say, I hope you're still publishing evergreen infinite content.
What's with all of this, like, if I'm alive stuff? If I still have anything good to say, if I'm alive, if I'm breathing. That's depressing.
Don't judge my message to myself. That's what I needed to hear when I'm 50.
Yeah, if. I don't know. I guess the only message that I'd have at this point would be congratulations on what I've hopefully accomplished thus far, and have fun. I'm 50.
50-year-olds don't have fun.
I'm 50. Have fun. Like, yeah, by that time I'm hoping, like, to not have a whole bunch of student loans left, and
You think you're still paying it?
it's possible. It's not that far away. Yeah, I might still have student loans. Hopefully they're paid off, and hopefully by that point, I can go do something fun. Yeah, and congratulations, good job. Have fun. Boom. When you're still living.
What does fun mean? What, like...
Whatever it means, like, when I'm 50.
Hold on, you're 50 and you listen to this, you're like, my 28-year-old self said to have fun. She was... How naive. I can't, what do you... Like, what's fun?
How is that naive? Like, fun is whatever you make of it at that point in time. So, right now, if I say I wanted to travel to Australia or go hiking in New Zealand, that could be fun. At 50, it might be the same thing. Or it might be taking a glass blowing class. God if I know.
A what?
I don't know. What the big 50-year-olds do.
Glass blowing class?
People do it. People think it's fun. I know a woman who's done it. She thinks it's fun.
I would do it too.
See? Exactly. And she's not 50. So, whatever I qualify as fun at 50. I want to do. Right there. Boom.
I hope you're blowing glass.
I'll smack you, boy.
In
22 years.
That's it?
Yep. Then remember how fast when you
Oh my
turn,
God.
when you're 10 and then you're like, I just want to be 16. Now you're 20. Now you guys are 29.
No, we're not.
28. And soon
Yeah.
you're like, hey,
Although,
38.
I will say this.
I'm going to throw something at you.
Remember, we were all there at Dad's 50th birthday party? Mm-hmm. And I think it was during this time when I asked him, like, what was if you could go back to an age. And he was like 33.
Yeah.
Because he said you have the kind of the youthfulness mixed with the wisdom blend. Mm-hmm. Where you got, because like 21, you're still like
How could they have
ignorant.
that when you had 3 kids?
You have lots of energy.
Well, let's see. Dad's 50 now?
51.
51.
Dad turned 60 in September. Fine.
Even your dad's old.
So let's take him back to 31. That's 20 years ago. You were just being born. So he had me and Sean.
God. They had you for 5 years before they had Sean.
We need to make sure.
And Sean was 93. Right?
Yep.
When you were born?
Mm-hmm.
And I was 8.
And Callie was born 5 years later.
Okay, final note, because this is a 24-minute
Now
long
let's say
note.
what we say to our reborn selves.
How do you plan on finding that recording to your reborn self?
Like reincarnation?
Yeah.
What if you get
frog hops
reincarnated?
across.
Not reincarnate, when you're just reborn.
As
Mhm.
a 4-year-old gonna crawl across the table like, Mommy, we need to go to 4472 Seabird Street. in whatever state because there is housed a tape recorder. And we need to push play.
It's in the walls somewhere.
Well, according to the religions that believe in reincarnation, to have a human birth is the highest form of birth you can have because that is the only form in which you can achieve enlightenment. If you get born as any other living organism, they're too rudimentary to have those realizations.
So isn't that kind of like saying we were Buddha in the past life?
No.
Because we're human.
What it's saying is we have come so far because you usually start at a basic level, I think. So we have had so many lives and we are like progressed to, because we're humans now, we're like we're near the end of the marathon. And as it goes, you should have progressively favorable rebirths. So we're like almost at the end of the journey since we're humans. If you're a frog, you'd have a long way to go. The end of the journey is to cease the cycle, to extinguish your karma, and then you're out of the cycle of rebirth. Well, yeah, well, not literally, but karmically suicide, or you could be rebirthed as a celestial being, like an angel, and then you live for millennia in bliss, but you're not realized yet. You're not out of it. You're still in it. You're just in a very blissful part of it. So wait, what was the question? Oh, to our rebirth self. Dude, if you're reborn yet, you still got a long way to go because the object is to get out of it, so keep trying.
Have fun. Enjoy.
Walk in the exact same steps you walked in before.
But don't trip.
Don't trip.
Follow your footprints.
Follow your path.
Hey, I don't see why following your own footsteps. Perfect.
By the way, I want to leave one more note.
Oh.
When the silence, all of a sudden you hear that. Ooh.
It's gross.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that the Packers brought Brett Favre back to Lambeau Field for. Yeah, Sam, because
To try to make this all enlightened.
it can. Brett Favre was drafted in '92 and debuted his career shortly after that, and I've lived with him my whole life. And then Aaron Rodgers, and there was a lot of schism and friction. I'm glad they were able to resolve their differences, and now Packer Nation and Wisconsin and Packers fans everywhere have reconciled, and we're whole once again, and it's no longer weird.
But there will always be people more hungry in other parts of the world.
Bringing it back to reality.
Brett Favre.
He looks really old.
See? Yeah. Do you think Brett Favre has a voice recording like to listen back to himself, like 18-year-old Brett Favre?
No.
See?
Ew, I think he looks hideous.
That's because you didn't grow up with him. I think.
We need to find a replay of his induction ceremony.
You know, he looks...
Jordy, on the other hand, is attractive.
No, he looks...
Does anyone else want to say anything before I shut this off?
Ta-ta!
Go, Pack, go!
Dun-dun-ch, dun-dun-dun-dun.
Go, Pack, go!
We hope 2037 is peaceful, and
How about 2016?
everyone's using Bitcoin, and there is a unified nation state which is ruled by a big brother like all-encompassing data monitor.
No.
That's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
That's
Big brother like.
I was gonna say, you put those words in it and it's like, stalker.
what's the movie with the girl who has the crossbow and do do do? It's not Catching Fire. It's
The Hunger Games.
Hungry. Yeah, that's the future. So my 50-year-old self is going to be in a concentration camp, being like, "F you, you had it so
we also
easy."
have an advantage because we're white.
Always.
But maybe in the future it won't be like that.
We've been doing it for a few centuries. At this point, I feel like we've got a fairly good track record.
Well, we're talking about millennia here, not centuries.
Are we still talking about millennia?
How long have humans been humans?
I don't know. We were still talking to our future selves. I thought
40,000
at this
years.
point we were saying goodbye. So I'm thinking.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I was stuck in the future. Back to reality. Oops, there goes gravity. Oops, there goes rabbit. He choked. He's so mad, but he won't give up next. He won't. All right, later.
That's gonna be embarrassing when you're 50.
Yo.
I used to like Eminem. Oh my god.
You mentioned that.
Bye.
Go away.
God, you. How do I stop this?